Hello everyone and welcome back to WP Globe. Our today's topic is how to create different types of quizzes with the help of Quiz Maker plugin in WordPress. So first of all, we will learn how to create different exam quizzes, different certificate-based quizzes, personality quizzes, and also we will learn how to create paid quizzes. So let's start and not lose time. As you see, this is the quizplugin.com, which is the official website of the quiz, and now you will see all the quiz types that we are going to introduce and learn to create together. Now let's pass a certificate-based quiz, and then after passing all the questions, we will see how a certificate looks like and how we can download it. So let's start. Now let's answer and pass all the questions to get some points. Here you should insert your valid email address to receive your final certificate. This is the pro demo version, and here are included all pro demo quizzes as you see, and now we'll look through them. So finally, this is the results of the quiz, and in order to download your certificate, you should basically press the button of downloading it and find it already in your computer. So this is the certificate, how it looks like, but you should note that you can also customize it, and it has all the features to be fully customizable. Another type of a quiz that we are going to learn today is the psychology quiz. Psychology quizzes are basically quiz that in which any other question is based on the answer provided in the previous question. So now we'll get the results. Here you should again insert your email address and name, and after all you get the final results, which you can share in your social media platforms as well. Now it's time to go to the paid quizzes. The quiz type is created with the help of PayPal integration. Here you should basically insert all your payment details, and after successfully completing all the payment details, you get the final certificate. The official website of the quiz is icepro.com, and as you see, it has 229 active users and more than 500,000 installations. And these are all the features that are included in the quiz and provided to its users. So Quiz Maker provides also different types of updates, and this is the official changelog page, and all the updates are demonstrated here. Please note that the developers team of this Quiz Maker plugin provides a new updates almost each month. So the documentation link of the Quiz Maker is also available in the comments in the description section. You can get any detailed information regarding all the features provided by the plugin and its updates there. Now let's move to the Quiz Maker plugin dashboard. So in order not to lose your time, not to waste your time, I have already installed the Quiz Maker plugin, and here is the list of all the quizzes included, the past quizzes prepared previously, and you should now press add new and create a new quiz. It's let's create an English language quiz with a certificate. Here we can add a title and image as well. The most important part is the questions. Here below you can also add some images, and now let's arrive to the questions, and here is the part regarding questions. You can add all the questions from already prepared ones, or you can create a new ones. There are a lot of useful functionalities in the customization options, which is basically very easy to use. There are a lot of themes for a quiz. You can change the colors, background, add an image, and so on in the style option, as you see now in your screens. Let's make some changes regarding the style and the colors. and move forward. Let's add some photos regarding the quiz. You can add any type of background image or basically add images to all the questions and the quiz. In the settings, you can choose to enable randomized answers and randomized questions. You can also enable a navigation bar. All the other features are also available in case if you need them. But in our case, we need the navigation bar right now, and we can also enable the copy protection in order to avoid some plagiarism. Copy protection prevents from copying the text, and we can now also choose how to show the messages for right on or wrong answers. We can choose to demonstrate a message on both. We can also choose to show the correct answers. It is also possible to enable live progress bar and enable quiz assessment. Different buttons are also available there. Then let's save our changes and move forward to the next section. By the way, we can copy the shortcode now and add a new post in order to see in which conditions our quiz is right now, and then to decide which changes we need to do. So we should add a title here and save. Go to the generated link, and here is the quiz that we have prepared together. So let's pass it. These are all the questions. We can choose whichever we want to pass, and now let's move forward. We can add some buttons, finish button, previous and next button, in order to make it easy to navigate. It is also a good idea to add a timer. We can add it for 500 minutes. Now let's pass the quiz again and see our changes. This is the final score that we have already collected, and let's move to the result settings section. The result setting tab is important to set a calculation way, whether it is based on a correctness or assign points to each correct answer. And now we can make changes regarding it. We can display the score by correct answers now, and but I believe it's better to demonstrate it by percentages in this case. So now let's make some other changes. You can also add a result message if you want, and it will appear right after the quiz ends. Well, it is also important not to forget about other messages that you can add in your quiz. So let's first of all save our changes to see what we have done yet, and now let's pass the quiz again. Quiz Maker has a limitation tab where you can enable different limitations, set a number of users, maximum number of users, and a number of attempts, IP users, permissions, and so on. You can also add the permission to certain role only. You can choose to redirect after submission, and allow only access to logged in users. You can also, as I have already said, you can also select some user roles in WordPress to make the quiz available only for them. Now let's check how the function is working. So now my role is not an editor one, that's why it didn't allow me to open and pass the quiz. We can add a certain message here in order to clarify why the quiz is not opening for certain roles. You see the message already changed in your screens, and now let's move forward. You can also add a password if you need it. We can choose an already generated password. This is the created passwords for where you can choose and make them active. It is very suitable to add a password in case of an exam quiz in order to prevent other people who are not connected to the exam to have access to it. It is better to use the password in case if you have more than 50 users. Now let's test the password, and as you see it works really good. So let's finish the quiz and see the final result. By the way, it is important to note that in the settings section you can choose to show the quiz ahead information, to show the title, or to show the description, or you cannot show either. It is based on your choice. User data is another important tab developed by Quiz Maker. If we want to send certificates to our users via email, we need to enable the information form before. So let's choose to activate it before the quiz, and we can make it automatically. Here we can choose from the available fields and make them active. It is important to autofill log the user data. And now you can also add an information form details. So let's refresh our quiz and go back to styles option in order to make some changes regarding background image. As you see, now we removed the background image and auto field data is available, so we didn't waste our time to fill all the necessary forms. This is the score. Let's go back to our dashboard. Emails and certificate is another important tab to generate emails and send them via generate quizzes with certificates and send them via email. So now we can generate an email message and send results to users. Also, we can choose in this section to send certificate to user, and here is the most important part regarding certificates. So please note that certificates are fully customizable, so you can make any changes regarding both the style and the text. You can click here to go to message variables, and each message variable is responsible for one name or like any other credential. You can copy all necessary message variables and pass them in the following options from the quiz. You can pass them in the certificate body, add a certain photo. This is the background image, and also you can add a frame. But now let's not add a frame and go to more advanced regulations. This is email configuration settings. You can choose from which email to send, from the name, subject, reply to email, and many other options. Now let's move to the other parts. Now let's refresh the page and press again to say the changes made. Basically finish this quiz and go to the dashboard. We have already went through the email and certificate based functions needed for this particular quiz, but you may also choose other functions available. Also, there is a separate section for integrations, including PayPal, MailChimp, Stripe, Campaign Monitor, Zapier, Slack, Google Sheet, and many other integration options. This plugin is really very user-friendly, and as I have promised, we will go to the question types, question section, and I will show how to create questions and how to use the already available ones. So let's move to add a new page and generate a new question together. Here you should insert the question. We will add a basic mathematical question in order to save our time. So you can add an image, and don't forget to use the question types. The plugin allows to use a wide range of question types in order to create the quiz that you have always think for. Also, this is the part for answer choices. You can assign different keywords and weight points to each question and choose to each answer choice and choose the correct answer here. Now let's add some points for each of the answer choices. It is not necessary to add the same points as I, because you can add any point whatever you wish. Here you can change the question weight and it will appear in your results. Also, you can choose a question category. You can assign a category, or you can basically create a category. It is very easy task, and you should just add a new category and insert the description, category name, and just save your changes. Here, as you see, you can also add tags and add the question title. In the question settings, more advanced ones, you can also add a background image to your questions, and also you can use the feature of adding answer explanation. You can add some question hints and question explanations. Now let's refresh our quiz and see what we have got. This is the results, and go back to the mail inbox to get the certificate, and here is the certificate of your quiz, and below you can find all the information that you have provided and all the answers to each questions. It is very suitable and flexible to use, and in the end you get your certificate via email. And if you remember that I have already told you, you can also download the certificate from the quiz. Now it's time to add a PayPal integration. Click here and it will open another tab where you should insert your PayPal client ID. But you may ask how you can find your PayPal client ID. You can get your PayPal client ID from the developer PayPal button. Go there and log into your dashboard. Now I will quickly log in. This is my dashboard, and we should create a sandbox because currently the quiz is not available live. And let's go to the creation page, create an app. Let's add a name. Actually, it says that you cannot add a PayPal word in your name. So to save our time, let's go to already prepared ones. So this is the client ID. Basically copy it and go back to the page and paste it. Save your changes. Don't forget to save your changes after any change you make. Also, it's important to choose the payment term, whether it's lifetime, one time, or actually it's a subscription. Now we'll choose a lifetime payment and go further. In case if you choose the subscription version, you can add a subscription duration and choose other regulations. But now let's keep it lifetime and go further. Here, don't forget to enable PayPal and insert a certain amount that you want to charge from your users, and choose a currency suitable for you and your users. Also, you can add some payment details too. Basically, after completing all the payment details, all the fields, and after successfully completing the payment final, the users will be available to get access to the quiz. Save your changes and go back to test it. Same can be done with the help of Stripe, which is also a good integration. And now you see a PayPal appearing on your screens before starting the quiz. So basically click on it and insert all the necessary information to make your payment and get the quiz. Now it's time to create a personality quiz together. So to do so, we need to get some questions at first. Now let's select some questions and save them. I've already prepared some questions, so we will not lose time. Now let's discuss the details of each of the questions. Personality quiz works with keywords, which means that if a person answers 2 questions with A, with the answer choose A, as you see in your screens, it will get a certain type of answer. If he answers the question 3 A's and then 2 B's and then 1 C, the result will be the result of A, as it's the most answered answer choice keyword. So now let's see an example. This is an example. Moreover, we can also set some weight points to the quiz and allow to calculate the answers with weight points. So let's assign now keywords to each question and save our changes. Now we will add some weight points to calculate the results with weight points. I'm assigning 1, 2, 3, 4, but you can add different numbers the way you wish. Again, let's add the keywords and the weight points, save your changes, and go further for the next question. You should do this to all the questions if you want to get a correct answer. We have done it for all the questions, and now it's time to go to results setting page. Make sure that the show interval option is available and enabled. Otherwise, you will not be able to use the intervals. You can basically add a text for each answer choice, assign minimum and maximum points, redirect it. Also choose to present it by percentages, points, or by keywords. You can also apply points to keywords too. Basically, it means that if the result is for keyword A, if the keyword A is most commonly answered one, you add a certain text for that result, and you should add different text, different results for all the keywords. You can redirect and set a redirect delay seconds. You can redirect it to any page whether you wish. Also, you can apply points to each keyword. It is up to you to decide whether you want or not. Again, make sure to enable show interval message, because otherwise you will not get the results by keywords. And please copy the shortcode and edit the post. Add the new shortcode. To see, this is done to see our personality test. So let's start, and now you'll see the logic how it works. So the keyword A is the most commonly answered, and you see the seconds in the upper part, and you see the score by percentages too. Now let's move forward and make some other changes. Now we can add some points to each keyword. Depending on the point, you will get a certain answer after 15 seconds, for example. Now let's pass the quiz again to see what changes we have done. So now the keyword D is most widely answered, and That's why the results changed. Also, you can add images to each text. You can upload them from already used ones or from your computer. And after making all the changes, please save them to not to lose anything. So that was it. Now you're equipped with one more additional tool that will help you make your WordPress experience smoother. In case of any questions, don't forget to leave them in the comment section, and also I would greatly appreciate if you provide some recommendations and feedback in the comment section too.